So you have to speak in public. Oh no! Don't worry, I'm going to give you some tips so you don't have to stress out. It's stress-free public speaking today. Stick around. Welcome back, guys. I'm Dan from millennialmotivator.ca. I'm here today to help you learn how to create, engage, and inspire your customers and clients. Grow your sales. If you're new to the channel, I do business and marketing videos 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday on this channel. So if you want to get notifications when I go live with the next video, go ahead and click that subscribe button, that notification bell down there. Today, though, what we're talking about is stress-free public speaking. And I know that for a lot of people, public speaking can just drive you nuts. Whether it's a boardroom or a conference, even if it's just, a couple people that you have to give a seminar or a lesson to. In business, the reality is at some point, you're going to have to speak. And you're going to have to speak effectively. And this can be intimidating for a lot of people. And I'm not going to get into this whole introvert-extrovert thing because anybody can be an efficient public speaker. It doesn't matter how you process. What matters is how you address your audience and whether or not you're comfortable doing it. So, if confidence is key, let's head in. Let's give you some stress-free pointers so that you can deliver an amazing public speech next time you're out there talking to people, all right? Let's go. First and foremost, guys, I'm going to get the elephant out of the room. I do not recommend, large disclaimer, I do not recommend you picture your audience naked. This is a time-told tip that, for me, just makes things incredibly awkward. Here's how this plays out. You're going to go into the boardroom with people you work with every single day, and you're going to imagine these people in their underwear naked. Tell me that's going to make you less anxious than you were before you started. It's not. It's going to be really awkward. So, what I recommend instead, and what you're trying to do here, originally, I think why they created that trick was to make you feel comfortable with the room around you, to disarm the people around you. So, before you go into a talk, there's two things that you can do to kind of get the same effect without you having to actually picture people in the buff, okay? One of the things that you can do, if it's a familiar audience, so let's say you've got to speak to your team or you've got to speak to your boss and his bosses, know who those people are. Take the time to, even just before you talk, do a Google search or find out some stuff about them. Know who they are. Know, oh, he's a dad. He likes to play baseball. He likes to go to the pub. He likes chicken wings. Something small about each person that you're going to be speaking with, if it's a small group of people that you know. What this does is it just makes them more familiar, okay? They're going to be less intimidating when you know who they are. They're just people. Remember that. Remember that when you're speaking. So those little facts that you have about people, knowing about their lives, oh, he's married, oh, he just got back from a trip, she's just had a baby, she just got promoted, whatever those little triggers are, those keys that give them personality as opposed to just the people that you're speaking to, it's going to go a long way, okay? Now, if you're speaking to a room full of people that you've never met before, it gets a little bit more challenging. So, instead of you going, okay, what do I know about these people? What instead you can understand is you can find people that are engaging and responsive to what you're saying. So, everybody knows when you start a public speech, you're going to start with some form of greeting. Hello, thank you for inviting me to speak, yada, yada, yada. You introduce your premise. When you're doing that, don't be focused on the words that are coming out. That's the easy stuff. Hi, I'm this person. I'm talking about this. That's real easy. It takes maybe 30 seconds. You don't need a ton of focus on it. What you do need to do, though, is watch the room. There will always be people that clearly don't want to be there and aren't interested in what you're having to say. But there are some people that are going to cue in, even if it's just one or two of the people in the room. If it's a larger room, try to find 4 or 5. Something across the expanse of the room that you're speaking to, okay? But find the people that look engaged and look interested in what you're saying. When you do this, your ability to plug into those people as you speak is going to make you feel a lot more comfortable. Because let's be honest, when you are speaking to somebody, it's a lot easier for you to continue a dialogue, to have that ability to speak and engage them when they look like this. When they're making good eye contact, when they've got a positive kind of attitude to what they're doing, and they're looking like they want to hear more of what you have to say, as opposed to if you see a guy that looks like this, While you're speaking, that's not the guy you want to look at. Look at the person that's attentive, that wants to hear what you have to say, okay, guys? So drop the looking at people in the buff and move forward into people that are engaged or people that have a personal relation that you know a bit more about, okay? How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. Public speaking, just like anything else, is going to get better and more effective the more that you do it, all right? You want proof of this? Here's some simple proof. I've been talking in meetings to people, teaching people, churches, community groups for a long time, a long, long time. But in each new medium and each new audience, I still struggle with some of the how do I engage effectively? How do I speak to people effectively? So go back and watch the first video on this channel, okay? If you watch the first video on this channel, how I speak into the camera here, how I engage, it's completely different from how I'm doing videos now. You'll see it in the process. Make sure that you don't shy away from the opportunities to speak to people, especially groups of people. The more that you do it, the less stress you're going to feel. It's going to be a very familiar thing to do. We are now 42 episodes into this channel. 42 episodes. And let me tell you, episodes 1 through 10 are painful for me to watch going back. But now I feel really comfortable. I understand how the audience is going to engage with this. And I'm comfortable putting out content. I'm comfortable speaking to you guys for 10, 15 minutes. All right? So take the opportunity when it's there. Make sure that you're not avoiding public speaking just because you're uncomfortable doing it. The more that you push yourself and challenge that discomfort, the easier it's going to become. Okay, next up, you've got your how to recognize your audience and be comfortable with them, right? You've got familiarity. You do it frequently, so you're a little more comfortable with it. The next thing is know your content, okay? This one kills me when somebody starts speaking and they aren't sure what they're gonna talk about. Before every video, guys, every video, I sit down, I write it out. Here's what I want to go over. Here's what I want to go through. And I've got at least a roadmap in my mind of I'm going to take the video from A all the way down to Z. That's how this is going to work. When you are confident that you know that path and process to how you are going to speak, the points you are going to speak on, and what topics come out of those points, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable speaking to people. The reality is this. If you are just winging it, you're going off the fly. There are some people that are exceptional at improvisation. That's true. I'm not going to discount that. However, it is very, very important that you understand the more familiar you are with your topic, not just your topic, but how you're going to present it and the points that are going through, the easier it is to just roll it off the tongue. Now, the other advantage to this is, and it builds on some of the other points, the more frequently you speak, the more comfortable you become. The more familiar you are with your material, the more comfortable you become. The more you have sought out engaged people that you're speaking to. That's right. The more comfortable you will become. And now that you are comfortable, the amazing thing is this. You're not doing comfort so you can slink back and be lazy in your talk. Once you become more comfortable, you now have the opportunity to bring your character into the conversation. You can bring in more dynamics. You'll feel more comfortable using hand gestures and cracking a joke and using different tones. It's a simple thing, guys. You won't feel rushed. You won't feel pressured. You won't feel intimidated by the process anymore. So, the big takeaways are this. Know your audience if you can. If you can't know your audience, find those that are going to engage. Don't picture them naked, okay? Don't do it. And then make sure that you know what you're going to be speaking about. And at every opportunity, take the opportunity to speak, whether it's in a group, whether it's a small group, a big group, a large group, a conference, an event, whatever the opportunity may be. Take that opportunity to speak. Heck, even start your own YouTube channel. It'd be a great way to go, guys. That is it for today, guys. I hope these helped. Let me know in the comments below, question of the day, which of these public speaking stress relievers do you think is going to help you guys out? How are you going to get stress-free on your public speaking? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another great video.